Hi, this is Tina from Inner Delight, and I am delighted to welcome you to a We Uplift moment today with the beautiful Eve Picquette. And I'm just so happy that we're able to have this time together. Welcome, Eve.
Thank you so much. It's wonderful to be here.
Yes, and we many people who may have seen you around will know you as Advisor is In, and I know that's the name of your Facebook page and also of your website. And I would just love for you to share a little bit about, how you came to be where you are, because I see that you're a licensed attorney, and yet you offer amazing counseling service, and your messages on Facebook that I read are always very inspiring and uplifting and very, very heart-centered. So compared to the legal world, that sometimes can be a little bit different, huh? So I'd love your take on that.
Well, thank you. I started out as a nurse and I always liked paperwork. So I ended up doing paperwork in hospitals, all the jobs, the regulatory type of jobs. And that's how I ended up going to law school. And I love law school because I'm a school person. I like school, I like books and learning and that kind of thing. But I didn't like law. So I never really practiced law as the way you think of law. I went back to hospitals and worked on quality for hospitals and preventing accidents and injury and malpractice. And so my whole career was working in hospitals, working with people, trying to improve things and improve the way we interact with each other and that kind of thing. Along the way, I had some difficult childhood issues and various life issues like everyone has in their life. And I feel like I've learned a lot about that. And so over the years, people have always come to me and said, what should we do about this? What should we do about that? I'm kind of a solution kind of person. So that's kind of how I got doing this is because I was doing it anyway, and it was so much more fun than what I was doing in my regular job. So that's how I got here. I have a lot of things to share with people that would make their lives easier and make their results better when they're talking to others or trying to have relationships. And that's how.
Beautiful. I love that. Thank you. So, is that the emphasis of the work that you share with people to help them improve their relationships with others and with themselves?
Yes, and it's basically how to communicate with other people, and basically that all comes from how we view ourselves inside. And what I did most of my life is worry about what other people thought about me and wish I could control what they did so it'd make me happy. And I also took everything personally. I grew up in a situation that kind of made me hypersensitive about everything. So I was constantly trying not to be in trouble, trying to be invisible, kind of, and which makes you kind of very aware of everything going on around you. And so I was constantly assessing who was upset and who might, be angry or whatever, and growing up. And that was an asset in business and in hospitals because I knew my employees. I knew if I'm talking to an upset patient, I knew how to handle them because I could feel their feelings. But it also makes you vulnerable to everybody else's feelings and thinking that you've got to fix them or you can't be happy. And so I had a lot of learning in that area of how to be centered in myself and my own heart. And one of the things Malathi talks about a lot is that we lean forward trying to get people to do stuff, and we need to lean back and relax and be ourselves. And one of the things that attracted me to Whispering Energy was that very thing. And what I'm interested in is moving from the head to the heart, because I spent most of my life being intellectual and being in my head. And life is really lived from the heart to begin with, and then the head helps.
Yeah, beautiful. Wow. So, for people to find out some information about you, they can go to your website, advisorisin.com. They can connect with you on Facebook on your page there, Advisor is In. And, I see also you have the shift keys on your page. What is that about?
They're like little cliff notes. One page, a couple of them go to two pages because there's an exercise. but that you could download and put on your desktop or, in your documents and use as a reminder, because what I found is I read a lot and I'm always wanting to learn something new, and I'll find a new technique, or boy, if I would talk to people this way, or if I would think this before I spoke, if I would remember to be in my heart, or if I'd remember to have compassion, or whatever little technique I learned or something new that I want to try in my life. And then I forget about it and I go back to the old patterns, because what we do is we do what we've been doing. Unless we actively change, we continue to do what we've been doing. And as they say in the 12-step programs, we continue to do the same things expecting different results.
Yes.
So what these are is something that you could say, oh yeah, I'd really like to be this way in my relationship with my husband or my wife or my kids. And this would be a quick reminder, yes, I want to remember to do these things every day. And you could just pop this open and say, oh, yeah, okay, remind me about forgiveness. Remind me about better communication with love and from the heart.
Beautiful. Thank you, Eve. And, if anyone liking to book a session with you, they can contact you on your website. And, I know you do many other things. We're going to be talking about that in some of the other interviews, including you do the life coaching with the NLP, and you're a certified matrix practitioner, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's like a branch of NLP. It's, it's looking at a person and asking them questions, and their body will move when they get to the point. It's kind of like time. I don't know whether you're familiar with timeline in NLP. It's similar to that. It's almost like a shortcut. It's faster in NLP and brings in, energy medicine and a lot of things like that. But it's basically trying to pinpoint where somebody's problem is so that they can remember that and clear that memory. But what I'm like to do is email, because I can be available really quick to somebody that way and give them, try this,
Okay, so if people want to email you, how can they reach you?
It's right on the website, and there's a contact Eve, so they can just send me an email if they want. But also the main counseling is email counseling, and then they can also do Skype or phone.
Fabulous.
But I find that a lot of people are living through email and instant message, that kind of thing. And sometimes it's fun to just put down your question and get something you can reread. So I thought I would try that. And it appeals to me because I'm a writer anyway.
Well, yes. And the other beautiful thing about that is that it doesn't matter where people are in the world.
Right.
No matter with time zones, they can just share the question and receive the coaching from you that way. Beautiful.
And just schedule it and try to be there at a certain time and get everybody together. So that's what I'm trying, and we'll see how it goes. But I think people will like it because it's so convenient. They could, if they're worried about something at 11 o'clock at night, they can, contact me, and I'll get back to them as soon as I can.
Wonderful.
Anyway, I'm looking forward to doing more of that.
Great. Well, thank you for being here today and for giving us this insight into you. So until the next time, many joyful blessings.
Thank you, Tina.
You're welcome. Bye.